lovely people. Hillary, as a mentorship student, has asked where she can find the videos to get her youngsters started. And that is the perfect opportunity for me to give you a tour of the brand new classroom. I'm still working on it, but the majority is up and running. So let's have a look. I have to say, I'm super excited because this is years and years of work and dedication to really bring genuine connections, horsewomanship, and the Relationship Reset Program curriculum to life. So super excited. Some of you have asked about the rope hapkamore in this photo, and so I would like to chat a little bit about that because it's a really important subject. In general, in Genuine Connections Horsewomanship with the Relationship Reset curriculum, we start at liberty, aka the freedom to choose. Halter and lead rope become a communication and refinement tool and are never used to pressure or control our horse or manipulate or restrict our horse's actions. I personally believe that there are better options than a rope halter. I don't really like heavy nylon halters with big clunky metal buckles either. So I am in the process of designing a cavesson bitless bridle combo. Stay tuned, that will be happening in 2026. For right now, rope halters I feel are okay when we are using them with the knowledge that they are thin and that pressure can be applied. The knots on the regular rope halters that are on the side, if you want to try and put those knots on your most sensitive body part and see whether that is uncomfortable for you, where there are nerves right under the skin surface, please do so. And I definitely do not suggest knots over the nose. I also don't suggest rope halters that are stiff or smaller in diameter than 3/8. This photo is really important to me. It really shows the time where I decided to leave natural horsemanship behind and start my program. So I hope this photo can signal for you the journey to become the lead mare in your herd of two. When you come into the classroom, which is at Guardians of the Horse, the first time you will be asked some questions, so I learn more about you and your horse. And then this is this page that will show up thereafter. Here on the top, as a mentorship student, are the 4 touch points that we have. You have access to the Guardians of the Horse community, which is on Facebook. You have access to our 12 monthly meetings where everybody brings their videos, where we watch them together, and where everybody learns from and with each other. This is a super kind and caring and supportive community. And my students tell me all the time that they find family in our community because of the way we all interact with each other and share our love for our horses and for humankind. Then the access to the Google Drive, this is where you upload your videos as a mentorship student, and then Voxer, an app that you will download, and all the directions are in the welcome package. You can see right here. My students have daily access to me other than Sunday. You can send me either a text message or a voice message, and I will get back to you within a day. Once you know how to get in touch, then as a new student, you have 4 steps to complete. Number 1, let's go here. download the Relationship Reset Curriculum. This is your workbook that guides you through the journey. It's worth it to print it out. Number 2, if you have not yet watched the Superpower mini course, then this is where you will find it. Every video has text. Make sure you read the text as well as watching the video, because sometimes I notice that I would like to include something in the lesson that you will then find in the written text session. You also have links here. You can download the workbook to the Superpower mini course, and there might be some other information in there that you might need. So make sure that you always read the entire text and watch the video. Same thing with a 7-day relationship reset inventory and start. We have the downloads up here, and then make sure that you click over, and you have another download here, and then here are the lessons that are in video form, and of course you have the workbook to follow along. Throughout the classroom there is a mixture of different learning styles. So you will have the workbooks, you will have the theory and presentations, you might have a simulation. Here is a body awareness and relaxation audio. This video here is where I teach a mentorship student through the process of haltering.
So this kind of movement, the head down but right back up, to me that is not relaxation. To me that is like a little bit of an evasive moment where the head goes down and then the head pops back up because the horse thinks they have to. And a lot of times you will see a movement like that in horses that have been taught to put their head down, where it has become a conditioned response, where the head goes down, but the mental state and the emotional state of the horse does not match with the physical action. And that is something that I see a lot in horses.
So you will also see me demonstrating
action. You can see how Cash is shifting her weight to come along with me and how she is mirroring my steps. This is what we're looking for, and this is the kind of soft communication that we want to achieve. And you can see that my intent, energy, and body language asked for a trot, and she happily and willingly gave me the trot. In a moment, I will be asking for a stop. I close the door in front of us.
For me, the biggest learning opportunity for you is to regularly hop into the mentorship meetings, to bring your own videos, to get your customized roadmap, but also to observe other students' journey. And that's where you can really exponentially increase your education and your knowledge. And like I said, repetition is the mother of skills. Several of my students use their commute time to really solidify their knowledge by listening in to the mentorship meetings. So you don't always have to watch, but listening in can be another opportunity to really solidify your newly found knowledge. The fourth step in your quick wins when you first get started in the program is the Change That Will Stick course. And I call this lovingly your spa week, because how we show up, what we do, and what we don't do directly influences how our horse reacts or responds to us. So I lead you through 4 steps: awareness, understanding, your 3 responsibilities, and how to take positive action so that you indeed can become the lead mare. Then we have the introduction to the Relationship Reset curriculum. So the entire classroom is set up that you get the information in layers. You will notice that there is sometimes an overlap and a repetition, because repetition is the mother of skills. I will show you and teach you the information from different angles. It's super important that you don't just, get FOMO and just start wildly clicking and watching things where you think, oh, this could be exciting or that could be exciting. Please stick with a step-by-step program. There is a reason why I have it laid out the way it is, and that is your pathway to success. So you have the welcome video, you have a quick video that gives you an idea of what the most important inventory is to get started with. We talk about the BBWG, that's your big, bodacious, worthwhile goal. That's basically your North Star that we are using for your customized and tailored to you and your horse roadmap. And then how we actually learn in Genuine Connections horsewomanship. I'm a firm believer that this up and down learning curve that you see nowadays over social media all the time is not the way to go. I don't prefer it for myself, and I most certainly don't prefer it for my students and their horses, because every time there is a down moment, you're making a withdrawal out of your relationship bank account. Now, if you like this kind of learning curve for yourself, go for it. But I would encourage you not to expose your horse to it. I teach you in layers that are solid and thin and easily achievable, and this way we're creating a spiral of education and learning, and the support is there that if you have a question, if something is not working, you can stop instead of making a withdrawal. You get in touch with me via Voxer, or you show up for the group meeting, and we immediately go about to creating a roadmap for that particular problem, again in layers. I always like to say that, most of the time, all the time, my students come to me with a Swiss cheese foundation. Some things are working and others are not working so well, and some are not working at all, right? And so these are the small layers, the small holes, and then the bigger holes. And what I want to achieve is your Baumkuchen foundation. Baumkuchen is a German cake, and I am German, hence the reference. It takes quite a bit of work. You have to put the effort in to get this delicious cake, and Baum means tree, so it is layers of chocolate and batter, and it is absolutely delicious and worthwhile the time to invest in. So that's what the Relationship Reset curriculum is all about. When we come to the Relationship Reset, the actual Relationship Reset, you go through 4 action steps. Action step number 1, the question is, do we feel safe, and are we therefore in a learning frame of mind? You will be working on the 5 areas of comfort and confidence. Whether you have a young horse, whether you have a weanling, whether you have an older horse, these action steps always stay the same. Make sure that you don't get action orientated, because this is more of an inventory. You're taking action, but not necessarily with your horse, because we need to have a clear understanding where you and your horse currently are to formulate the correct roadmap for you and your horse. Totally customized, tailored for you and your horse's needs, where you're at with your knowledge, with your education, with your confidence, with any fear issues, any past experiences, any trauma, any hurt-boundness, etc., etc. Number 2, you will learn about the 5 lead mare principles. And the question starts out with, am I the guardian in my herd of two? So if you have gone through the 7-day relationship inventory and start, then you have actually made the pledge to be the guardian of the horse and to go on the journey to become the lead mare. So we have 5 lead mare principles where we are emulating the lead mare's actions so that our horse, out of free will and free choice, happily and willingly will follow us and our suggestions. So those first 2 action steps, they are a part of theory, taking inventory, doing simulations, percolating with the newly found knowledge, and then taking those newly found knowledge into action, rhythm and relaxation and interconnection through the everyday tasks, which I call the 6 essential happy horse inventory tasks. Here you will apply your newly found knowledge from the moment you approach your horse. Most programs start with groundwork in the round pen, in the arena, with a halter, with a lead rope. When your horse has already formed a decision of who you are, how you show up, what you do and what you don't do from the moment of approach. So these everyday tasks are extremely valuable, and especially if you have had horses for a while, you will be surprised of what shows up. I have students tell me all the time, I've been X amount of years in horses, and wow, was this an eye-opener. So make sure you go through the steps. Number 4 then is, do we have mental, emotional, and physical balance in motion? Here we are working on rhythm, relaxation, and interconnection in motion, walk, trot, canter. If you have a gaited horse in your horse's favorite gait. And we also will be working on reintroducing the saddle, reintroducing mounting. When it comes to bridling, I personally prefer bitless bridle, so this is what we are working with in my program. And everything is based on the classical dressage pyramid that you see here in the middle. Rhythm, relaxation, and interconnection. Let's talk a little bit about that. So not only rhythm in motion, but rhythm with positive everyday patterns and interactions. From there, when we have a rhythm, when we have the clarity, when we have the consistency, when we have the certainty, from there we're setting the foundation for relaxation, mental, emotional, physical relaxation. I see lately a lot of programs that focus on proper posture and healthy biomechanics, and people establish physical relaxation, but the mental and emotional relaxation is still not present. That's sad, right? We need to have that balance. From there, when we have rhythm and relaxation, then we can work on interconnection, and that is not the artificial connection that you see in so many programs. That is, again, an interconnection based on free will, based on free choice, on liberty, not the discipline, but the fact that liberty means the freedom to choose. Out of free will, out of free choice, happily and willingly, we aiming to become the lead mare, so that what we stand for, what we do, what we don't do, helps our horse to feel safe, confident, and empowered with us. And then as a herd animal, as a prey animal, our horse will happily follow us and our suggestions. From there, we can then work on impulsion, straightness, and collection. And again, collection, in my opinion, is proper posture, healthy biomechanics in a way where our horse's health and wellness is not compromised, with us riding them and interacting with them, and is based on mental, emotional, and physical balance. So this is the overview. So when we go here to action step number 1, if it's a moment here, you will see that you have videos that will guide you through the process. Again, we have the text. We might have some attachments that guide you through that first action step where we are creating the learning zone. Action step number 2, again, we have the videos, we have the theories. In the workbook, you will be going through the prompts and the theoretical guidance in detail. You started out with a 7-day inventory and start, and we're now creating more and more deeper layers. Whether your horse is a weanling or a young horse or an older horse, whether your horse had poor experiences with a previous owner, whether your horse is a rescue or a Mustang or a Brumby, it doesn't matter. We always go through the same steps. So haltering, leading is not something that we focus on in the beginning, because we want to create connection at liberty out of free will and free choice, and the steps in the program lead you along the way. And as a mentorship student, the videos that you send in will be then your personalized roadmap, where I give you every week clear instructions on what to do, what not to do, and how to consistently progress. And the wonderful opportunity is that we do have a community, and my program is called Genuine Connections with the S, horsewomanship. So we are not only connecting with a horse, we're connecting with ourselves and with each other in this process, and we're learning with and from each other. So when you hop up here, the mentorship meetings are recorded, and I have meanwhile about 1,500 hours of video coaching from all my wonderful students around the world. And you have a search feature here, so we can say haltering, and then all the videos, the recorded sessions, right, that include haltering then will show up. You will always see the video with the student and my voice over. You will also, as you submit your own videos, have your own library. So I'm just pulling Carmen's library here. Carmen is from Germany with her horse Nevada. She's been a very consistent student. So all the videos that Carmen has submitted are here available, and my system always shows the first screenshot, so you always see me, but rest assured when you hop into the meetings, then you see the students' videos. So this is available to you as long as you are in the mentorship, where you can always go back and rewatch your lessons as necessary. In addition to the mentorship meeting recordings, we have theme-based workshops. We have a bonus section. Here, these are videos from a clinic that I did in Oregon. Let's have a look at that. So the way my clinics work is that you have pre and post support. You are a mentorship student. You have access to the classroom and all the perks that are included in the mentorship. And I meet you and your horse in person. I do these clinics in a way where the entire group of students travels from student's home to student's home, or where the horse is located, so that you do not have to deal with trailer loading, that your horse is not outside his or her confidence and comfort area, and you are not outside your comfort and confidence area. So So we start at home and we're reviewing what currently is working and what is not working, and then we are honing in on your personalized roadmap during the clinic. Those are usually 5-day clinics, and students can travel along as they please and have time. So that is a sample that you get to see if you're ever interested in a clinic with me. If you're interested in hosting in a clinic, I will be doing clinics in the US the coming year, so stay tuned. There are some videos from a Soulfire Farm retreat, which I do here at Soulfire Farm. Those are usually 1 week immersive retreats where you will rest and rejuvenate, but also accelerate your learning journey. We have a 90-day journey course and the 24-year end Unfold and Blossom workshop. Every 90 days, I do a Set and Achieve Your Goal sessions where all the mentorship students come together. We review your goal, we review what's working, what's not working, and we're creating the 90-day roadmap together. This is always a great time to inspire each other and to get renewed umph in your learning journey, for a better word. So thank you so much for taking the time hanging out with me. This is our classroom tour for the mentorship. If you are interested in becoming a mentorship student, then let me know. I like to have a personal conversation to make sure that this is the next best step for you and your horse, because I do know that my program isn't for everybody, but it might just be what you've been looking for all along and the perfect next step for you and your horse. Thank you so much for listening, and I always say in the mentorship group meetings, be blessed and with lots of love, because love makes everything better, including our horsewomanship. Bye now.